Yes, Haile, Selassie the first, Rastafari. Glory be unto his Imperial Majesty, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of himself, and light of I and I world. Yes, I am. This is just a little reasoning concerning, another portion in Light and Peace Media, taken from the select speeches of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie the first, Rastafari. Haile Selassie the first. Yeah, this one concerns. We're just gonna go to the speech League of Nations 1938. Try and get a sip about the two choices. Today we could talk about the two choices. Yeah, Babylon and the mix-up give people two choices, but they never tell them what your choice is about. But yeah, the two choices, an old trick used by Babylon. The lesser of two evils. Alright, so we go start here. The League of Nations in 1938. Being responsible for ensuring respect for the principles of international justice is the League of Nations about to end its own existence by tearing up with its own hands the covenant which constitutes its sole reason for existence. The magnificent edifice that has just been read for the triumph of peace through law is thus henceforth to become an altar of the cult of force. The cult of force. A marketplace in which the independence of peoples become the subject of trafficking, a tomb in which international morality is to be buried. Fire burn burying morality, man. Yeah, man. So, this is just, an excerpt of His Majesty's speech to the League of Nations, 1938. And this is just, a little sip, a little, ital going into the reasoning about the two choices, the better of two choices. Because Babylon give you two choices, but none of them not good. Them call it the best of two evils. So let's see what His Majesty has to say about the best of two evils, man. Fire burn. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on. The Ethiopian people, to whom all assistance was refused, are climbing along their path to Calvary. No humiliation has been spared to the victim of aggression. Victim of aggression, I people. Remember that even in these times today, I is a victim of aggressors. Be very wary of them, Rastafari. Be very wary of these people. Them are aggressive people. All the resources of procedure have been tried with a view to excluding Ethiopia from the League of Nations, as the aggressor demands. The aggressor makes demands, and he gives you two choices. He gives you choice. He pretends he's being righteous, but he's still making a demand. Thus, for 3 years, there has been before the world and before the League of and before the League, the problem of international order. Alright? International order. That's what's before them now. Alright? So now you say thus. Let's go to this again. They say thus for 3 years there has been before the world and before the League the problem of international order. There's a problem with international order. And why is that? will the law win the game as against force, or force against law? Rastafari. You see it there? Will law win the game against force, or will force against law? People, watch yourself against them. You know, His Majesty set everything. Everything was set in perfect example. But them use force to change up our liberty. You know? And I not deal with them thing. You know? But it say Ethiopia remains a victim of an inexhaustible aggression and has placed her confidence in the signature of the state members. You hear this? He still placed confidence in Rastafari, in reality, in the state members of the league. Because why? And I deal with law. And I deal with law and not force. Although the support that was due to her was given only in a very incomplete measure. Since 1935, Ethiopia has with pain noted successive abandonments of signatures that had been appended to the covenant. Haile, Selassie the first. So he's saying, you see them thing then 1935 them abandoned the covenant. Fire! Burn them, man. Yes, much more to come, you know. Holding the iris of His Imperial Majesty. So listen to this, Many powers threatened with aggression and feeling their weakness have abandoned Ethiopia. Man, heart of flames, man. They have uttered the cry of panic and rout. Everyone for himself, in the vain hope of currying favor with the aggressor. They have regarded themselves as freed from the undertakings they had assumed for what? For general security. This is important right here. They have all figured themselves freed from the undertakings they had assumed for general security. Because why? They scared of the aggressor. So all of them run from being collectively secure to now running from the aggressor. Thus they have themselves overthrown all the principles on which their very existence rests. They have torn up the treaties which ensure their own independence. The treaties of non-aggression. The Covenant of the League of Nations, the Pact of Paris. By what right will they themselves be able to invoke these undertakings if they regard as scraps of paper treaties they have signed? That is the judgment them get, inevitably. Woe unto mankind for going against the King of Kings. Because they themselves find themselves as victims of their own deals. They go against the law and show the wicked man, in that case Hitler, how to come back and take over themselves. Yeah, man, giving thanks and praises unto the Most High, man. And I soon forward in another reasoning, man. Born aggression, man. Black people, know yourself and free yourself from mental slavery. You know. No collective security is the only way. Rastafari.